guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 12:11 p.m.
Not a lot going on around here right now. It's lunchtime, so I'm going to go off and cook my lunch whilst I am doing this video. I just had a message to my phone. I'm Crystal and I've just been reminded of my appointment on Tuesday for Mr. H. Habib, or a member of their gynecology team, at the Medway Maritime Hospital on Tuesday the 15th of November 2022, Area 7, Level 2, Green Zone. So I've got to go to the hospital again, the Medway Maritime Hospital, for the gynecology departments, because that was supposed to be urgent. When I went through the blood transfusion and the iron transfusions, they were supposed to be referring me to the gynecology department urgently for heavy periods. Well, maybe I've got fibroids or endometritis, because, you know, my menstrual cycle is fucked up at the moment. I never know when I'm going to get a period or not. The pain is terrible. The mood swings are just awful, and I want to get it checked out. So I've got another appointment at the Medway Maritime Hospital for gynecology on Tuesday. Now guys, another issue I'm battling with is heartburn. I get heartburn, and when I was weighed by my doctors at the Pentagon Centre, I had a shock. And I know women put weight on during the menopause. Not all women, some women put on weight. And I had a shock, and that shocked me. I need to lose at least 2 stone, which has shocked me completely. So also, when you put on weight, it's an extra strain on your organs in your body, and I've been getting a lot of heartburn, and maybe that's the reason for it. So I'm not keep going to the shop to get sweets, cakes and biscuits. If I've stuck with what I've got to eat in the flat, then I'm not going to go and stuff myself with chocolate and sweets and cake, etc. So we've got an M&S mini meal fish pie here, and it says microwave 3 minutes 30 seconds, pierce the film. So this is a mini fish pie with haddock and pollock in a rich cheese sauce topped with buttery mash. So let's pierce the film, and while we're waiting, Alexa, can you put LBC radio on please?
LBC London from Global Player.
It was the second lowest, with the highest spenders being France, £3,737 per annum, Germany, £4,432, and the US with £7,736. Okay, this is the fact, and we'll get you the source in a minute, so that there's no argument about that either. So basically, you know, Britain is not doing that badly, but it is also not doing better than anyone else. That is simply wrong.
You've taken a
these are OECD, so these are OECD numbers. Yeah, this is the amount of money spent per capita on health.
Just drawing your attention to the fact that you should also be looking at percentage of GDP. If you do that, it looks much stronger. Our GDP is too weak, and one of the reasons our GDP is too weak is because we've got too much inflation.
Okay.
And one of the reasons we've got too much inflation is exaggerated wage claims like the one we're talking about.
But hang on a minute, but we also do know that the nurses haven't received a lot of money in recent years. We also do know that inflation is now 10%, and we know that 17.6% is their starting offer. So what's the right now? What would you give them, Roger? Right, you've got to give them something. What would you give them?
Well, obviously, I sympathise. I mean, I'm not in charge of...
We're not looking for sympathy, we're looking for money, percentage.
I can't make this. I'm not in the position of the decision. But let me put a point. First of all, I would be sympathetic to the claim that said inflation is 10%, so we want 10%. Now, whether that's affordable, you'll have to ask the Chancellor of the Exchequer, not me. But that's the sort of starting point. To start with nearly double the rate of inflation is extreme.
Can I just come back in on this?
Yeah.
I think it's really important because we keep talking about wages as being inflationary, and they're not. And they're certainly not in this context, because it's all about food, food, and the politics of trying to change our monetary way that this country is being managed. And you know what? If you put money back into nurses' pockets, they will go out and spend that in their local economies. And we spend too much time worrying about economy at the top.
All right.
And we don't just talk
Well, that's
about
again, that's another issue altogether. But Mike, just briefly, and finally on this, if you were given 10%, which is inflation at the moment, I mean, it might go up to 13%, as the Bank of England has suggested it might not do. I mean, it's coming down in some areas. Some prices are beginning to come down, notably gas, etc. If you were given 10%, which is the rate of inflation, would that be enough to call off the strike?
I have to say is that at this point in time is that I go along with our claim, and that's open for negotiation,
Right.
I suppose. And that's where it lies. This government has got to engage.
But isn't just one other one, and this is for you, Mike, isn't it also bigger than just the amount of money you're being paid? I mean, homes for nurses, you know, the entire structure of the NHS has failed the nursing profession, and not just about pay. It's about everything else, you know, starting with the fact that you have to pay for car parks in hospitals, you know, which is outrageous.
But one of the problems about the car park, it's a bit of a false argument, because all free parking in employment is taxable now. And the real issue is that for car parking is that far too many trusts have sold their car parking off to private firms, and the private firms that are raking it in, not necessarily the trusts. Now, if you come to one hospital, right?
Stop. So here we have a piping hot fish pie with lovely mashed potato. That's all cooked, and I'm going to get this ready, put it on a plate to eat. I'm by myself, so this is a meal for one. It's a meal for one, it's lovely. Smells delicious, you can smell the fish. There you are, it's on my plate. It actually looks bigger on a small plate. And I'm going to sit down and eat this. So there you are. So I'm living by myself. I've been told I can't look after myself. I've got mental health difficulties. Sometimes I'm dealing with very, very bad noise upstairs, sometimes, which causes stress. And when you're on your own, you know, you hear it more. But I was watching a DVD last night where a woman had worse noise than me. She said her walls were paper thin, and she could hear the couple having sex in the adjoining wall. And she said you just get used to it. Well, that is it. So on telly, when people star in films, you know, when you stay at a hotel and you can hear couples having sex and you can hear the noise, it's like a soap opera set. The walls are so thin you can fall through them. When I was in London, when I went to Mr. Osmond's address, people would actually punch the ceiling and kick the ceiling, and there were trainer imprints in the ceiling and fists, because he kicked the ceiling and punched the ceiling because of the noise issue. So wherever you move to, you are possibly going to get noise anyway. So the best thing to do is get used to it. You just get used to it after a while, and that's what's happened with me. So I'm going to eat my lunch now. But for a woman that's suffering so much anxiety and mental stress, I'm here on my own at 12:25 nearly. I've cooked my lunch. Yesterday I had a shower, by myself, and I could have slipped over in the bath. But for someone that's mentally ill and can't look after themselves, I'm doing very well by myself. See you later.